chilly November evening in the centre of Milton Keynes. And I look past the camera and all I can see is loads and loads of people around loads and loads of shops. To tell us all about what's going on here in Milton Keynes Centre is we have Kim Priest, who is, I'm told, and I've got to remember this, Head of Marketing. Good evening, Kim. How are you?
Yes, thank you.
Did I get all that right?
Yes, you did. Thank you. Good, and good evening to you as well.
Good evening. Now, loads of activities here that's happening in the centre, which is a lot more that's been going on in past years. Tell us a little bit about what I've just seen, which is Santa rolling up,
Yes.
big parade, and obviously at the grotto.
Yes.
Give us information.
So Santa has arrived. So Christmas is officially open.
Is he fatter than me or slimmer?
I couldn't possibly reveal.
That's tactful.
But it's the busiest I've seen it actually.
Yeah.
Santa Parade happens every year, but it was absolutely heaving tonight. So lots of people turned up to see the big man himself arrive on the sleigh to declare the grotto open.
Right.
So tickets to visit Santa are now on sale at
Okay.
centremk.com or at the ticket office in Middleton Hall.
Okay.
And
and I should imagine it'll be very busy, so the sooner you get on,
Yes,
the more assured you're going to have
yeah,
of the
it
ticket.
gets very, very busy. So
Okay.
book early to get your slot.
Sure.
And this year we've got a magical adventure of Norbert, Santa's newest reindeer.
Norbert?
Yes, whose ambition is to lead Santa's sleigh along with Rudolph. So it's a really beautiful, magical adventure. The kids meet Norbert,
Okay.
and obviously then go on and make some reindeer food, and then go on and meet Santa.
So they get their hands dirty as well?
Yes, they
That'll
do,
please the
yeah.
parents, won't it, little darlings, when they go in the shops afterwards.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's all good, clean fun. So,
Right. So, all right, we've got that up and running, no problem at all. Tell us what else is around in there, because the lights display and everything's fantastic.
Yes, so there's lots of free selfie points. So not everything is like costs money. So if you want to come here and just look at the lights and enjoy yourself, you can. But there are some rides.
Yeah.
So we've got a VR sleigh ride, which is really good. I
So
have to say.
technology's bitten into Christmas now.
That is superb. I have to say it's really, really fun. Loads of fun. But if you want something more traditional, we've got the train. We have the carousel. We've got the helter-skelter. So lots of fun for the kids.
Well, you being in charge of all this in such a big place, because I
Yes.
believe as head of marketing, the entire number of shops are yours.
Yes.
Do I get a free trip on the train?
I'm sure we can fit you in.
You can do that, can you?
Absolutely.
Oh, I love the choo-choo. Right. I started to go rest then. We'll get back to facts now. Okay, so all this is coming over Christmas.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very busy time, but you've had some recent successes on new businesses coming in here and new shops coming in here.
Yes, we've had loads and loads of new shops open in Centre MK. So we just had Mint Velvet, the ladies' fashion retailer, open a few weeks ago. We've got very exciting Space NK, the iconic beauty retailer, opening tomorrow.
Wow.
And Bill's Restaurant is also opening over the next few days. So there's plenty more on the horizon as well. So there's lots of newness, lots to come and see. And of course, end of November, Black Friday is here. So Black Friday
And then
is
hang
lots
on,
of sales.
before we start talking about Black Friday, every guy out there will want advance notice of that so they can leave the country or at least plug up their ears. I never understood Black Friday, did you?
So Black Friday is traditionally online shopping and sales coming over from America. But last year, 44% of all Black Friday sales happened in real, actual physical stores.
Really?
And because we've got 150 shops and restaurants all in one place, it's very efficient to come and do your Christmas shopping, save some money, bag a bargain, and then walk home with it.
You're selling it to me. I'm just happy that I don't have anybody to buy for.
Exactly.
Which is a bit of a...
Well, you can always buy me something on Black Friday. I don't mind.
Damn it, I thought I got away with it this year after all. I'm pretty sure a week lying on the beach in Spain, I'd need to do a bit of training over there. So
Oh, exactly. So yeah. So
Well, okay, there you heard it from the head of marketing. Thanks very much for being with us.
You're
We
welcome.
really appreciate it, and I'm sure it will be a massive success like it is every year, and you are really blazing new trails. So, if you're out there, come up here to the centre, have a look around, make your decision, and although it's against my better judgment, ladies, don't forget Black Friday. This is MKC TV at the centre with the head of marketing, of this massive shopping complex.
Have some for free, take some home. There you go, have some more. Hey!
Okay, here we are on MKC TV. Where would you believe I am? I'm in Santa's Grotto in the centre of Middleton Hall. Santa's coming around again on the 24th/25th of December because he does deliver, as we all know, overnight. But the good thing at the moment is I'm with a very famous and very special guest who's going to have a chat with us now for the next 4 or 5 minutes. Craig Revel Horwood. Craig, good evening.
Stuart, what a lovely, lovely time we're going to have over Christmas Day. And you know what, my darling? I have just been in a sleigh. I met Santa for real because we opened Santa's Grotto. And of course, he's the star of the show. We got in the sleigh and we were off down the whole of Milton Keynes, darling. Straight through all the crowds. Maddening, waving, gorgeous crowds.
Let me ask you a question.
Go on then.
Am I fatter than him or is he fatter than me?
He was actually quite thin at this point, but don't forget that he does put on weight over the Christmas period because all the kids leave that little gift for him. And the reindeers.
It is.
So
what brings you to Milton Keynes? Let's get on to you. What brings you to Milton
I
Keynes?
am doing a pantomime, believe it or not, and I'm playing Captain Hook in a pantomime called Peter Pan, and it's on the Milton Keynes Theatre, darling. We open on the 6th of December, which is not far away.
Oh.
And
Are your rehearsals going well?
Yeah, well, we have the starters, as a matter of fact.
But you're opening on the 6th and what?
I start next week. Yeah,
right.
we open. I only need 4 days. I'm on it.
Yeah.
And we go until the 5th of January there. And it's going to be great. It's a fantastic theatre. I love it enormously. I've done many other shows there. I've done The Wizard of Oz. I've done Annie
So
there.
you do pants on
My
a regular
show
basis?
at the moment is on that I've directed and choreographed called Now That's What I Call a Musical. That's on, so it's really kicking off for me. Like Milton Keynes is my second home. It really is.
And your first home is?
My first home is Australia.
So you come a long
don't
way to
very I come a long way to get cold.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. My hands are cold in here already.
No, but I live near Peterborough. But that's sort of beside the point because I travel sort of everywhere in my job.
I can imagine. I mean, you're doing judging now at the moment, aren't you?
Yes, at the moment I'm a Strictly Come Dancing judge up until, to lead up to Christmas. We're in Blackpool. I'm travelling there tonight, and then tomorrow we're live to the nation in Blackpool, from Blackpool, and the ballroom there, which is absolutely stunning. And then, of course, when Strictly's on, it feels like Christmas. You know, it's only appropriate, darling, and I'm surrounded by beautiful things,
you know, watch it.
and lovely log fires, you know, that you're hogging at the moment. May I
So,
say.
well, you did say I was a bit bigger than Santa. So tell me, with all the rehearsals for Panto going on, plus your commitment to Strictly, what do you do in your spare time, if you get any spare time?
I generally wave like this in Santa's sleigh. That's my hobby. Well, it's now my new hobby because that was such a brilliant time, like going with all the shop and just seeing loads and loads of kids' faces all light up when they saw Santa. It was brilliant. But I like cooking. I like baking biscuits, peanut brittle. You know, those
So
sort
quite
of things.
talented then.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that so much as, although I did win MasterChef. the Christmas special.
I'm glad you picked up on the hint.
Yeah.
I watched it.
No, I really loved it. I love cooking, and that's sort of what I do in my spare time. I love it. It's
Okay, well, listen, welcome to Milton Keynes.
Thank you.
Wish you every success, a brilliant panto. What can we say? We have a star that's going to be Milton Keynes. Get along and see it. It's Peter Pan at the theatre in Milton Keynes, starting on the 5th of January.
6th
December.
of December.
On December. Of course, it's a pantomime, isn't it? I'm looking forward to the new year. That's my problem.
And guess what? You know it's going to be fabulous.
One of the great things about being at Milton Keynes towards the end of November is you get to see Santa's grottos, the fantastic light system, all the things that you have to offer, and the kids' eyes light up with fascination. During the tour around here this afternoon, when Santa's grotto was being opened, I came to the very famous lady on my left, Dawn Allen. Dawn, good evening. How are
Good
you?
evening. I'm well, thank you. And how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm
Good.
fine.
Good.
So tell us a little bit about what you're doing here.
So we are very lucky. So the Henry Allen Trust, your local children's cancer charity, have been selected kindly as the Centre MK's Charity of the Year. for
Wow, big honour, big honour.
Massive honour. When you look at other charities that have been selected over the years, they've been huge. So it's a complete blessing and honour to have been chosen this year.
So if I get this right, where can they find you? Is it right by the grotto?
So the Henry Allen Trust, we're being featured in the Giving Tree. So Centre MK do a giving tree every year where the general public can bring a present. They can take like a label off the Christmas tree and purchase a Christmas present. And in turn, the Henry Allen Trust and Team Henry will give that present to a child and family battling childhood cancer this Christmas.
That's a splendid idea.
Yeah.
Who thought of that?
I know, it's lovely. It was something the Centre MK have always done, but we're also the beneficiaries of the Wishing Well this year. So all your kind donations that the general public pop into the Wishing Well, all the kind donations will be given to the Henry Allen Trust. But also in Santa's Grotto, apparently there are some reindeer glasses that everyone can purchase. And again, all the proceeds are coming to your local children's cancer charity.
And that's going to make a big difference. Tell us a little bit about the charity.
So huge difference. So the charity is now 10 years old.
Yep.
And it was my little boy Henry, who will be forever 4. It was Henry's last wish to help us to help the other children. And I'm joined by the lovely Louise. Do you want to say a bit more about the Henry Allen Trust?
Yes, I can do. Yes. So the trust obviously is set up in Henry's memory. And we have been very fortunate to be able to support many families throughout the past 10 years. The journey still continues, and we are sadly seeing more and more families with childhood diagnosis.
Sure.
I think one of the key things for the charity is that we support all childhood cancers. So it's not that we just focus on one type, we actually support all types of childhood cancer. And that service and support is provided to them in very different means and activities. So whether it's through that support, where we get families together, the parents can have some quality time and they can all make some memories, or whether it's through doing donation care packs for them, food parcels, along them with arts and crafts, etc.
And if I've got my notes correct, and I hope I have, excuse me if I don't, I believe this is all built out of your young son wanting people to have a better experience while he was under treatment in hospital than anybody that he was seeing at the time.
Yeah.
In other words, wanted to bring a smile and a
Absolutely.
glint in the eye of all children that were ill.
Absolutely. So now we say, as the Henry Allen Trust, that we spread Henry's happiness to children, teens, young adults and their families battling childhood cancers.
Okay, great. All right, that's pretty good, actually.
Thank
So
you.
you've heard it. Listen, the one thing you've got to do over Christmas is bring the children, or bring yourselves, up to the centre, have a look at Santa's grotto, donate as much as you possibly can. We know things are hard, but a few pence here and a few pence there helps. We like the folding stuff better, don't we? But
Any penny counts with us. It really does make
that's
a
the
real
good
difference.
thing. So that's the Dawn Allen Trust up
The Henry
here.
Allen
The
Trust.
Helen, I mean, you see, I'm fixated with you.
Should we do it? There we go. We'll go again.
It's the Henry Allen Trust, and you're welcome to come up and see us at Santa's Grotto
Please do.
anytime.
And
And
thank
go
you.
online to have a look at what they do.
www.thehenryallentrust.org.uk, and we are your local children's cancer charity, so please help us continue to make a real difference in Henry's memory. Thank you.
There you go. That's a little bit of a 5 or 10 minute bit fun from MKC TV here in the centre. Ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
And we're a dynamic trio now. Out.
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's after dark here at Central Milton Keynes, and we are currently, and have been for the last couple of hours, in Midsummer Place. And our guest this evening to have a chat with is Simon Martin, who is the general manager here. Good evening, Simon. How are you?
I'm really well, thanks, Stuart. And yourself?
Well, not too bad. I'm glad you've put up with us before we're setting all this up and everything else like that. So tell me a little bit about Midsummer Place.
Well, Midsummer Place is 25 years old. Celebrated our 25th anniversary this year. We are a centre that's got 64 stores within the centre, 730 car parking spaces, and we're based in the heart of Central Milton Keynes.
Okay, and what sort of turnover do you get here, people-wise? I mean, it's got to be hundreds of thousands a year.
It's millions of customers every year,
Wow.
and currently we're tracking way above last year's numbers.
Okay, and what's the rotation of shops here? Because things like to be fresh, don't they, to keep drawing the public in?
They do. So we have a lot of our stores are based on a lease, and that lease might be 3 to 5 years. Many of them do tend to stay with us, and some will come and some will go, and then we'll bring new stores in. Like we've just opened a brand new flannels department store.
Oh, what?
Flannels department store.
Okay, if I knew what that was, I could comment on it. But what's a flannels department store?
It's a luxury store that sells men's, women's, and children's products.
Okay, that's
Fantastic.
great. All right, now, building up to Christmas, the big build-up. Before we do anything, we've got to mention Black Friday. Used to be all online, now everybody's piling in, yes?
Absolutely. It's an American theme, as we know, but this year actually starts on the 25th. So the majority of our stores will go live on the 25th of November, getting ready for the big day on the 29th, which is the Friday. Most of our stores really engage in it, and they'll discount products heavily for the customers. So the customers are going to get some fantastic bargains on that week.
Okay, so are you going to be opening earlier and closing later for that particular event?
We close later, so normally 9 o'clock on the Black Friday, and we have got extended closing hours on a Thursday and Friday, normally till 8 o'clock, and on the Friday it will be 9 o'clock closing.
Okay, I should imagine everybody will be ready to close by 9 o'clock.
Oh, they'll have sore feet on the day because they're going to be really busy this year.
Okay, so tell me, what makes a person like yourself want to take on something like this, which is, let's face it, 7-day-a-week job. It's a huge complex, very modern, you've got to stay on it, a lot of staff, a lot of people, a lot of customers. What makes a person like you decide to take that on?
Great question, Stuart. So I've been in retail for over 30 years.
Yep.
I've worked for brands such as M&S and Debenhams, etc. I've been a regional manager for another business before this.
Okay.
This job came up. I've always wanted to run a shopping centre because the job is around dealing with customers, working with retailers, stakeholders, getting involved with the general public and the community. So I love this.
No day is the same?
Every
Totally
day's
different.
different. It's a different day. Like today, the big lights switch on. You've got thousands of customers coming in. It's very different to what a normal day looks like.
Yeah, and I thought the firework display outside, I saw through the windows, it's too cold and wet out there for me. I'm an old guy now. Looks absolutely fantastic. Great crowd, a lot of people.
Absolutely. So this year we had several thousands of customers over by the point.
Yeah.
They then see the fireworks. We switch on our lights, like this fantastic tree we see behind us. And it's the start of Christmas for our customers.
Yeah, Christmas has now arrived officially
It's
when
landed,
the lights go on.
yeah, in Midsummer
Right,
Place.
and we're not going to get away with it, are we?
No,
I mean, it's 12 months
no.
since we had the last one, so we might as well have another bash.
Absolutely.
See if we can get it right.
Yeah.
Right, what sort of events have you got planned, and now all this has been done? You obviously can't sit back and relax.
Absolutely.
You've got to be on top of the game again. Everybody working at 100 miles an hour, I should imagine. What sort of events have you got lined up between now and Christmas event?
We've got some great events. So, for instance, we've got just to our side, we've got the bandstand. That's where we have local people come in and they'll sing and entertain. We've got a radio station that we've just built in the shopping centre. So they're going to really drive footfall and events. We've got kids' plays, parties. This year we've got some teacups and we've got snow globes. So there's a huge amount of things going on in the centre this year.
Okay, and how do you find, is it more enjoyable for the parents to be here, or is it more enjoyable for the kids? Because everywhere I look, I see kids playing, enjoying themselves, climbing on things.
It's a great question. So the kids will have a great time because they'll come in and we'll have a kids' activity. Yeah. The parents, on the other hand, can go to Starbucks and grab a coffee or go to Pret and eat some food whilst the kids are playing. So there's something here for everyone.
So security, and I've seen security guys, a lot of them wandering around, keeping an eye on things. They look after the children as well, just to make sure things are all okay.
Absolutely.
So children are safe.
Yeah, children are safe. This centre is protected 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
So we've got a big team of security looking after our visitors every day.
Okay, so I also, little bird told me in the wind, doing a little bit of research, as I like to do. You've got one or two new openings coming along from customers that are joining us.
We do. So
right, let's tell us a little bit about those.
On the 23rd of this month, we've got a fantastic big Sports Direct that's going to be open. And this is going to be quite unique because they're going to have a treadmill the customer can get on, a pool table, a punch bag, a multi-gym. It's going to be really unique. And it's a 60,000 square foot store. Customers are going to love it. And It's based next door to the big Flannels. And in early 2025...
This is the flannels that I've got no idea what does.
This is the flannels that I'm going to take you to later. You're going to see it all.
God help me, but go on.
And then early in 2025, we've got a really exciting leisure. It's so exciting. It's going to be Lane 7 and it's going to be bowling. They're going to have a karaoke station there. You're going to be able to get on a dodgem, so we're going to have bumper cars, roller skating, pool tables, and that opens literally early 2025. So customers are going to love it.
Okay, so how are you going to structure that? I mean, is it going to be during the day for the youngsters and school holidays and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, great point. So during the day, it will be predominantly for families and the younger people, and as it transitions into the evening, it's going to be pretty much adult themed. So where the customers can come in, they can have a meal, a drink, play some bowls, some bowling, get on the karaoke, have a Christmas party there.
And of course, being here after 6 o'clock means they don't have to pay car parking fees.
Absolutely, it's free of charge for everyone after 6 p.m.
And when's that opening?
And that's going to open early in 2025, probably end of February.
Oh, okay, so that's all on schedule.
It is.
Okay, so that's it here from Midsummer Place. Simon, thanks very much for spending the time to wait before you came on air and talk to us and spend the time with us, because I know you're horrendously busy. You've probably got a million things to do now. Thanks very much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Right, that was Stuart Moore and Simon Martin. Okay, here at Midsummer Place, being interviewed via MKC TV. I'm Stuart Moore and we are out. I'm going to enjoy it.